So many of us are focusing right now on what might happen next and how we can impact the future for the better. But when we don't know what to do, perhaps we can still shape the future merely by being in integrity with who we are and what we truly believe and value. These moments of integrity impact us and potentially impact others, often in ways that we cannot yet see. Welcome to Spiritual Geography. I'm Joni Miller. Let's go back in time. It's 1969, and PBS funding is about to be slashed. The room is tense. The man deciding its fate is Senator John Pastor. Sitting opposite him is someone unexpected, a quiet, soft-spoken man in a suit and tie. Not a politician, not a lawyer. Just a man who tells stories to children. Fred Rogers doesn't try to convince Senator Pastor. Instead, he speaks gently, from the heart. Mr. Rogers says, "I give an expression of care every day to children to help them feel that they can count on me, to show them that feelings are mentionable and manageable." At first, Senator Pastor is skeptical. He's been dismissive all morning, but as Mr. Rogers continues, explaining how his show helps children navigate emotions, teaches them self-worth, something shifts. The room softens, and then Pastor interrupts him. "I'm supposed to be a pretty tough guy," he says, "but this is the first time I've had goosebumps this entire hearing." He pauses, then nods. "You've got your $20 million. Mr. Rogers wasn't strategizing. He wasn't trying to control the future. He was simply present, speaking from his heart. And that presence changed something. Because of that, millions of children, including me, grew up with a gentle voice reminding us that we mattered, that our feelings mattered, that kindness mattered. What if the most powerful thing we can do in these turbulent times is simply living fully in the moment, aligned with who we truly are? That sounds crazy, I know. But if you are like me, trying to sort through how to have a positive impact right now, there are times when I just don't know what to do. I feel like I'm spinning. I want to be a force for good, like Mr. Rogers. No, I doubt I'll impact generations of children as he did. But who can say that a small action I take, done with love, couldn't flow out to have a bigger impact? I doubt that Mr. Rogers knew when he was testifying before Congress the enormous ripples that would come from his actions. He was merely sharing what he believed and being fully present in the moment. And maybe that is enough. What if presence itself is a spiritual act? When we are aligned with who we are and what we believe, we radiate with passion and purpose. We can breathe into love and let that love and compassion come through us to others. And we can only do that by slowing down, being mindful, and noticing. I had a powerful mindful moment just last week. I was on the subway coming home after a dinner with a college friend who was in town for a meeting. When I got on the train, I found a seat facing backwards on one end of the car. I could see the whole car, save for the row behind me. After sending a text to my husband telling him I was on my way home, I started people watching, a favorite habit. Most looked as if they were on their way home from work. They were on their own and not talking to others, mostly looking at their phones. There was one couple with some Smithsonian bags who may have been sightseeing downtown. As I was taking in the whole scene, the people, the hum and clank of subway noises, the faint smell of disinfectant, suddenly my perspective shifted. It was if I could see the whole scene, including myself. I felt an intense sense of love and appreciation for each person. Each was shining with beauty, each with their own struggles, each with their own gifts, each on their own journey. I breathed in this sense of wonder and solemnity. I shifted in and out of this perspective for the remainder of the 35-minute ride home. I saw radiance, possibility, courage, strength, kindness, and love. I only had to slow down and become fully aware, fully present to see it. My being present didn't change anyone else, but it changed me. I was calmer. I didn't feel rushed or anxious about the future. I was fully in the now. I wonder how often we rush past moments like this, moments of beauty, connection, or even moments of stillness, because we're too focused on the next thing, the next goal, the next step, the next problem to solve. It's tempting to think we always have to be in motion with our to-do lists, as if we're on a straight path of doing our way to a better tomorrow. I don't know about you, but my path has been anything but straight. It closely resembles a line drawn by a toddler holding the crayon with his toes. It's tempting to believe that we have to strategize, plan, and act all the time. All of these are very to-do list kind of activities. And we think we have to do this to bring ourselves into a brighter tomorrow. But maybe, like Mr. Rogers, we don't need to know what happens next. We don't need to carefully plan. Maybe sometimes showing up fully with love and kindness is enough. We don't know the ripples that could come from being fully present in any given moment, being fully you, acting with love, showing compassion, being caring, speaking from your heart, listening intently to another's perspective or another's pain. This starts by pausing, breathing, noticing. So I invite you to try this just once today. Take a deep breath, slow down, notice. Notice the person in front of you. Notice yourself. Feel into the moment. Hear the sounds around you. Feel the air on your cheeks. You don't have to do anything with it. Just be there, fully there. Maybe this moment won't change the world, but maybe it can change you. And maybe that's exactly where all change begins. Be who you are, fully who you are. Perhaps that is more than good enough. We don't understand the mysteries of the universe, but we can grow more love. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for the infinite mystery that lays beyond our understanding. Thank you for tuning in.